Hello, Jim Hodges here, Mary here. Mary is 3 years old. She came in for our residency training program. Fantastic dog. She's happy, she's loving, she's very friendly. I hadn't seen anything that she doesn't like, any person she doesn't like at this point in time. She's very strong-willed and very determined. In fact, I would go so far as to say, and I told her owners this is one of the top 10 I will do whatever I want to dogs I've ever dealt with. If she wants to do something, she wants to do it. That's even more important for us to become her leader. Why? Because we want to make sure that she's safe when she's out and about. She's safe inside. We have little children at home. We want to make sure they don't get bowled over. In fact, she gets real excited, really hyper. She loves to greet, will counter surf, get on furniture, you name it. She does it. Or hopefully used to do it. We're in the process and believe that we've taken giant steps to get the behavior down to where we want it to be. Of course, humans are the limiting factor. It's up to us to control. It's my job to teach, your job to do, and now we have to be consistent with her. Power is not going to get it. I tell people all the time, when we bite a dog, we're not biting to intimidate or dominate. We're biting to communicate, okay? Just as another dog or mom would with their puppies or another dog with their sibling, okay? It's important that we realize that. Our biggest strength comes in our determination, our confidence, our knowledge that we are going to make a change with us and our dog and our lives together, okay? And then the consistency and the timing of whatever we do. Praise is so important. We praise 20 times more than we bite. But when we bite or provide a consequence, we have to do it. And we try to provide that praise and consequence in the moment. Now, treats are wonderful. I use treats all the time. I like to tell people I'm not a treat trainer, but I'd be crazy not to use treats if it did not motivate my dog. Well, in Mary's case, treats become a distraction. She gets so hung up on treats that it can affect your day-to-day obedience. So if we're teaching a new command, if we want to super reward her, we use treats. Super reward could be the off-leash come command. It could be she's doing something great, she doesn't know you have a treat, and you bring it out of nowhere and give it to her. I call that manna from heaven. She did something great. She wasn't doing it for a treat. She was doing it because we're the leader, and we bestow a treat on her. Of course, when we give a treat, we give words and touch at the same time and let her know how proud we are. Treats, in fact, when we give her a treat in a command, she may break the command for the treat. What do we have to do? We have to provide a consequence for it. I'm going to go through her obedience right now. If she does something right, I'm going to praise her. If she does something wrong, I'm going to provide a consequence, and we're going to go back over and do it over and over again until she gets it right. She is going to be a good girl, and she has made a tremendous difference. I think when she goes home, things are going to be wonderful in her life and her family's life. So, you ready, sweetheart? Here we go. Let's go. Let's go with a loose leash. We keep our leash loose by our side. She used to pull. In fact, they used to have to get her on a golf cart to get exercise. Exercise is really important for her, okay? But our exercise here is to help take the edge off, but we're not going to walk her and pull. From the moment we say, let's go, and she's got something she's checking out on the rear end, but she's got to work right now. I'll check it in a minute. She's walking with us. I don't care if we change direction. What we do, she's with us. Good girl. If she starts to pull, or if she goes in a direction, I'm going to tap the leash. If she starts to go in front, I'm going to tap the leash back to me, sort of like parallel on the ground. Tap is tap. We're not going to pull. Everybody wants to pull. It's a habit that we're accustomed to with our dogs for years and years. Tap and release. She goes this way, it's going to be a tap this way. When we tap the leash, we're going to tell her no. When she's doing what we want, we're going to praise her, okay? And she loves praise. Again, she's a good girl. Let's go. So she's with us. The thing I like to tell people is if she does something once that you like, praise her for it. But if she does something you don't like, you've got to be ready for it. If you miss it one time, the next time she's going to do it again because dogs learn in environments and scenarios. Sit. Hand signal for sit, just like that. Good girl. Sit means sit. She has to sit. If she did not sit just then, I would have tapped the leash. No, sit. And then modest praise, not as much as if she did it right the first time. If she got up from the sit, it would be no, sit, and a tap again. Good girl. And she would hold it. Break. Break is my release. Notice when I broke her, I stepped away from her. What I'm doing here is trying to subliminally teach her that I'm the center of her universe, okay? So I go, break, and she thinks to come. I also have given her a treat or two in the beginning of our training to help instigate that happiness of coming to us. That would be another time that I would possibly use a treat. You ready, sweetheart? Let's go. Sit. Good girl. So as I said, sit means sit. Now I'll tell her to C-O-M-E. Watch my hand signal. Come. She comes, she sits. Good girl. Break. Okay? So I used my hand signal just like that on leash for her to come. She came to me and she had to sit when she got to me. When I pet her, she had to stay in the sit. So when she came to me and sat, I praised her. I could have made her wait, or I could have broken her right then and praised her. But either way, she has to hold that sit on the on-leash come. Now, off-leash, when we do the off-leash come, we want to get her attention. We can use a treat, but when she's off-leash and she's out running around in the yard, we're going to get her attention, we're going to wave a treat or a toy, call her name. When she sees it and she commits to coming to us, and she's committed because she's running right to us, that's when we're going to give her the come. So when we marry that come with her excitement of coming to us, and we do that hundreds of times, we're getting a very warm, fuzzy feeling for her with that word come. Of course, she would come to us, we would pat her, we would love her, we would do all sorts of great things, but we would never punish her or do anything that may seem like punishment to her. Let's go. And then we would release her. Good girl. Walk, change. Change in directions, sit, helps her. Now from the side, down. Good girl. Now if she did not down just then, I pretend like that's her head, I'd have gone no, no, down. Good girl, and then I'd have come back and pet her. See, when I praised her, she was wagging her tail. She's a really sweet girl. Same with the sit, she has to hold the sit. So as a dog trainer, I'm not going to tell her to sit her down unless I know she's going to do it or I'm in a position to make her do it or provide the consequence if necessary. Okay, sweetheart? Break. Good girl. So do I have to break? No, I could go from down to come to let's go to any command. I'm just trying to accentuate what break is for her. It makes her happy and she comes. Sit. Now from in front, down. Hand signal like this. From the side it's like this, from in front it's like that. Good girl. Stay there. Good. Down is down. She has to hold that down until we release her. We can come in and go, stay. We do stay for down stays. We can do stay for room control. She doesn't have to be laying down. We walk out of the room and tell her to stay. And what we're basically saying is, you can do what you want, but you're right there. In the down case, she can roll on her side, she can chew a bone. I don't care what she does, but she's going to be in the down stay for a while. I don't automatically say sit, stay, and down stay. I say down when I want a dog to obey. They need to pay attention to me for the next command unless I give them stay. Stay means they're going to be there for a couple of minutes. Great. Good girl. Let's go. So we're back to walking. We're going to walk again. I might walk fast, jog with her, and I might slow down. If you noticed her head's watching me as I was moving. Sit. Good girl. That's a really good girl. Great. As I said earlier, we're going to praise her 20 times more than we bite. Praise is our biggest ally for any dog, especially for her, especially when treats get the best of her, okay? Let's go back. Here comes the hand signal. And a girl. Good girl. She gets on her bed, lay down, sit down, stand up. I don't care what she does as long as she stays there. Place has been a very hard command for her. She gets so excited and turned on by other things she wants to pop up. But she's learned very well what to do now. In the beginning, she was real rigid and she would sit like this. But after a while, she started to relax and lay down and curl up. In fact, if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see a picture of her laying down here in the next week or so. Right. Sit. Good. Come. Sit. Now, I don't have to praise her now. I could hold it and then go, good girl, let's go. So you see, I can go from command to command on this. So let's go. She is one of these dogs that's allowed on the furniture, and there's nothing wrong with being on the furniture, I believe, as long as you're the leader, as long as you establish the boundaries and the structure you need, okay? It's when our dog starts taking advantage of us, when they start trying to assert their authority over us by growling when something isn't going on, by constantly ignoring. But typically what I do when I want a dog on furniture to load up in the car, okay baby, load up. Atta girl. And then break again. Good. Sit. So the next thing is the heel command. The heel command is we've got this imaginary box beside us. I like this like when we go to Home Depot or the pet store or something like this. We want her real close. We can do the heel. The heel is a little more structured. Heel. Hand right by my side. She's right here in the box. I stop. She better sit. Thank you. Good girl. She did. If she did not sit then, it would have been what? A no sit. I can down, right out of the heel command. All right, good girl. And we heel, right back into the heel again. I'll turn. When I step away, see how she's coming right back to my side? Up. Right back to my side. Good girl. Stop. Atta girl. And she has to hold it. As you can see, I can step away from her. And she knows at the end of that heel, she's in the sit. So, heel, one more time. Good. Good girl. Right. I'm happy with you. You're a good sweetheart. Okay. So, I told you about the come command just a few minutes ago. I want to demonstrate it. But as a good dog trainer, I already told you that treats make her real crazy. So what I'm going to do with her is I'm going to come out the end of my little time of working with her and provide a treat. So she's not paying attention. And watch what I do. Mary, look what I got. Come. Good girl. Atta girl. Good girl. Right. So you see, she got excited. If you go back and look at that, when I got her attention, she saw the treat. She almost pounced to come here. She is so excited. That's when I marry that command of come to her. And it becomes something, if we do it enough, that it becomes very exciting. Remember, we do not consequence or do anything negative at the end of that come. And we don't tell her to come unless she's committed to coming to us. We can tell her to C-O-M-E on leash if we want, okay, at any time. And if she doesn't do it, we would tap the leash just like that. So right to us and we would say no and repeat the command. Okay, I can't think of anything else other than she's strong-willed, she's playful. She's got a strong play-prey drive right now. But her prey drive does not have bad intent, at least at this stage of her life, and she's 3 years old. I could see the situation where something bad could happen by a little cat or squirrel getting hurt and screaming when she's playing with it, but right now she's really happy. We always want to keep our eyes on that and make sure that she's doing what we want. When she does interact with other animals and other people, we want to praise her in the moment of doing that. She knows what praise means and it feels good, okay? When she's laying at our feet, we praise her. Any action that she does, we want to praise. Now, if she does something wrong, like counter surfing, like jumping on us, we've already gone through what we need to do. We know she's going to do this, so we set her up so that we can teach her not to. And what would we do is we would have this or a tab on. She start to jump on counter. It would be no. That's it. She jumped on again. No. But as soon as the feet hit the ground, we would praise her for it. You know, if you need me, give me a call. 336-945-3232. You can find me on JimHodgesDogTraining.com, Facebook Jim Hodges Dog Training. I'm here for you. There is no charge for any kind of follow-up as long as you come to me. I want what's best for you and for her. She's going to be a good dog. You are going to have your hands full, but it'll be well worth it. The rewards will be there if you do it. I think you're already seeing them. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Take care.
Good girl.